the show early tonight, but actually the people that guests that were trying to come on was telling me they had technical difficulties, because I actually thought it was, them not showing up, but it was technical difficulties. So I'm gonna give them an opportunity to come on and speak, because it was gonna be a really good show and a really good conversation. So we're gonna try this again. There was technical difficulties. Terrence, go ahead and send me a request, and I'm gonna add you on. Okay, if you can't send me, do you know how to send a request? You can just comment and let me know, or I'll invite you. Okay, I got it.
Hi, Brittany.
Hey, do you have headphones? Because I hear like a big... It could be my big mouth. Yeah, it's like a huge microphone. I told you when you put on the headphones.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, it's so much better. Thank you. I'm so happy to have you with me tonight, Terrence. I thought that you wasn't able to come on, but you just had technical issues. So I'm so grateful that you came back, because the discussion we had tonight, I know it's kind of touch and go, but it's something that's real, Terrence, and I know that you are, but I want to hear from your perspective, and I want to give someone for the LGBT community an opportunity to speak and give their side, because, like I said, I'm a believer that everyone can be used. Did I tell you the subject that we were doing tonight? The subject on the question, the email we were asking was, do you think people in the LGBT community should hold positions in the church? High positions, pastors, ministers, elders, things of that nature. And I gave my view on it, so I don't know if you was able to watch because of technical difficulties, but you can go back. But what I was saying was, there was this documentary that, I like to watch Faircon. And there was this documentary he was talking about, and it's called Vaxxed, VAXXED.com. And he was saying how there was this vaccine that was out in 2002 or 2003 that was given to young black men that was causing them to be turn to homosexuals. And so I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know that was going on. And I was like, for that to happen, so you have young black men where they can be injected with something that can turn them into homosexuals, and that can happen. How can you say that God cannot use these people? Some of them, the life they decide to lead is not even on their own choices. It's something beyond their control. Even with, people in the community have said that, in the LGBT community have said, some of them said, we were born like this, and I've heard some of my associates that's also in the LGBT community say, we would, do you think I would want to be born, gay and choose to be, judged or talked about or whatever? So I feel like God can use, just because you're part of the LGBT community, I feel like God can still use you. It does not matter, because sometimes it's not even your choice on how you're born and how you are. Can you just elaborate on that, Terrence? I'm going to shut up and stop talking and just say your feel and what you feel about it. Because I got to know from you,
Well, on my intake, my mother knew I was different from the age of 3. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not going to say I was born this way, but when people say, oh, it's a choice, like you said, I don't think nobody would choose to live, in sin. Yeah. As far as, people taking high places in the church, a soul is a soul. Yeah. So if anyone can save a soul, how can you, keep them away from saving someone else's soul.
That's right.
Because most of the time, a lot of times when people go through things, like, they look at it as a testimony.
Yeah.
You know, some people, they may see like, oh, I was delivered from that way, you know. But then you still hear in the church, oh, girl, you know, that was his lifestyle back in the day. So it was like, so how can you even change or, you know, even want to save somebody's soul when it's going to be those naysayers?
Yes. Yes. So you feel like that discourages sometimes the hypocrisy that happens in a black church? It can discourage you from even wanting to hold a position?
It really does, though. Like, growing up, you know, Southern Baptist, that was looked upon. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, even if the man come into church, if he got a little, you know, switch. Yeah. The old ladies was talking about him, but that man, he could put a praying down on somebody, you know what I'm saying? He brought a lot of people into church. Yeah. And it's just hard to talk about because, you know, you're not supposed to talk about the man of the cloth and, you know, but it's especially, I don't know, maybe it's just our community. I don't know. Like, when I look at it, it's difficult because it's just, I don't know. And it's like double standards all around. Like, you know, if a female is, you know, homosexual, is different from a man. And I don't know if it's from like just stemming on Adam and Eve and the man is supposed to be the protector, but that doesn't mean if a man is homosexual that he can't be a protector.
Right. Oh, because I know, please, they can give it up too, honey. That don't mean nothing, you know?
It's really crazy. Like, and I know a lot of people that don't go to church just because, you know, they are homosexual, and that's not the only sin.
Yeah, come on. That's what I was talking about. I was saying some of the leaders of the church that are not homosexuals are commit infidelity, are rapists, are gamblers, are these liars. How can you judge one sin bigger than the other one? You know what I'm saying?
You can't. And my grandma has always, and my grandma, when I say she's Southern Baptist and with my lifestyle, she prays for me all the time, you know. Yeah. And she just say, live your life. Because she know I'm not a bad person. You know, I don't mean no harm, no malice to anyone. You know, I'm just out here.
You're an excellent.
Yeah, I'm just out here.
Yeah.
I'm a shoulder to lean on, a listening ear, you know. And that's just always been my thing. Like, I always love to make people laugh. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that holy. I'm not gonna sit up here and say I'm holy. You know, but I do pray every day. Yeah. You know, I pray every day. I believe there's a higher power. But then again, you know, when people, and I'm not gonna say I was born that way because I don't want to put stigmatism on a whole bunch of people and they're like, oh, I was born that way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I feel like God put you on this earth. He made you. Yeah. He knew what it was gonna be. He already, before you was born, your life was already written.
Yes. Yes.
You know, so when I look at it, and I just look at it as, you know, because my grandmother would tell me all the time, she was like, you got a story. Like, she tell me I'm being in church all the time. And it scares me.
Yeah.
You know, it scares me to death. I don't even think, you know, sometimes I go in church and I sit in the back.
Yeah. Yeah. See,
I sit in the back.
That is so wrong because it's like, see, that when I hear that kind of angers me because, and it kind of tears me up because in the black church, and in church, period, let's just not even put a color on it, in church, period, that as a Christian and me growing up and seeing, and knowing the mercy of God and knowing Jesus died on the cross for our sins, that people should not feel any type of way when they walk into the church. You know, you should not feel any judgment.
There should be a safe place.
And it makes me so upset because it's like to hear you say, I want to go into the church and sit in the back. You should not ever want to feel like that when you're going into the house of God. God is a loving, gracious, merciful God. You know? And it just angers me that is how you feel going into a church. It's like, if you can't go into a church, where the hell can you go? You know?
Really?
And I'm sorry that I got emotional. I didn't even expect to get that emotional. When you just said that, it just brought something up in me. Like, you should never feel like that when you're going into a church. No matter who you are. You know, at the end of the day, let's keep it real. Moses was a murderer. He murdered a man before he fled Egypt. You know, Noah had a drinking problem. God can use anybody. It's not for us to judge at all.
Never.
So I'm just, you know, I'm glad you came on tonight and gave your view on it and said what you said. It takes a lot of guts here, and I just thank you for that. And like I said, ultimately, I feel like God can use anybody. You know what I'm saying? If I know I have a good preacher, and I don't care if he's married to a man, if he's a good preacher and he saves souls and his ministry is good, that's for God to judge what he does. I don't care about that. Because it's other people that we leave in the church and going doing the worst stuff too.
Oh yeah, it's heterosexuals in the church doing more sin than a little bit.
Right, absolutely. All right, well, I ain't gonna hold you, Mr. Hodge. Thank you so much for coming on, and thank you for giving your 2 cents. Thank you so much, and you enjoy your night.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Can you tell the people where they can contact you, Mr. Hodge? Because you know you the man, you the bomb. You are a good person. Can you tell them where to go follow you on your?
My Facebook is Terrence J. Hodge. My Instagram is Won't You Say My Name. You know, I'm Terrence. That's it. That's all I can be.
That's right.
That's all I can do.
Yes.
So if anybody want to talk, you know, just I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you, Brittany, for having me.
Yes, thank you so much for coming. I'm so humble. Thank you. And I'll talk to you soon. You have a great night. You
too, and congratulations on your show. Hope the ratings get bigger and bigger every week.
Thank you.
You know.
Me too. Thank you. You know, you can catch me on YouTube. I've uploaded to YouTube about 2 days later. It's on Tanny TV 1985, so you'll be on YouTube as well.
Okay.
I don't have no contracts for you to sign. I ain't that good.
It's okay. We spreading the word, so that's all that matters.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, no problem. Good luck on everything.
Okay. Thank you. Good night.
All right. Good night.
Right. Okay. Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Hodge, for coming on. That was the part about the email tonight. I'm so sorry, guys. I got a little emotional. I could not just, when I heard that, it just touched my heart. If Mr. Goo, if you're here, I would love, before we end the show, for the people to hear you freestyle. Let me see if I can bring you. If you can send me a comment, tell me if you can do an invite. Tell me if you can do a request. If not, I'll send you an invite. So I'll give you some time to come back in. Yes, guys. And if there's anyone out there that would like to chime in on this email that we just talked about, please send a request as well. But I'll give Mr. Blackheart time to come back in. Sorry that the show had to go like this, ladies and gentlemen. From my understanding, my guests were saying that they were having technical issues. It's saying when you go on my live that the show has ended, so they're trying to come on, but they cannot come on. So what I'll do is try to edit this together on YouTube to make it as one show. But I did have to chop it up this evening because I had to find out what's going on with my guests. And that's probably why I won't be streaming live from Facebook very much longer. If anything, I'll probably stream it live from YouTube and then upload it from YouTube like that. So I'm going to give 2 minutes here, 2 more minutes. And if he can't come on, what I'll do for you guys, just so I can do this underground artist, I'm going to find him on YouTube and let you guys hear his music. I hope he comes on. But at this point, it's just so much going on. I'm emotional tonight. Okay. Mr. Blackheart, if you're here, please send me a request. We'll give you some time to come on, Mr. Blackheart. I wanted him to come on so that he could do something live for you guys. I think he's such an excellent artist. And I've known him for a while. I actually got goosebumps the first time I heard him freestyle. So I wanted to give him an opportunity to do something live so you guys could hear what I heard. But if not, I'm going to play some of his music and we're going to wrap it on up. Let me just find it here for you guys. Okay. Oh, goodness. I can't even. All right. So the artist I wanted to introduce tonight is, hold on. His name, he goes by Guru the God. He's originally from the Bronx. Now lives in Virginia. Been a friend of mine. He's been a freestyle. He is excellent with freestyle battling, but he can also make commercial music. So I think it's like excellent the fact that he's like so versatile. So you can find him on YouTube. If you go to Piff, that's Piff space McGriff, McGriff, and you can hear his song that I love called God's Honest. I'm going to play it tonight. And he's another underground rap artist from the Bronx.
That's your mind split. So like trafficking. The God style with the shadows feet. They say I fell off the fall speaker. Too busy buying guns, killing motherfuckers for high funds. Tried, son. I spied, son. Blood hit slung, that's a whole one. I'm like Hitler killing niggas till I heard that. Black legs spread. So like a soul from the inside out. Shit is horrible. God and shit, gonna meet God and shit. God and shit, ducking in Georgia. Got you what kick shit, oh shit. Wait more shit. Poppin' brain, toilet. Then I flush it down like goldfish. Yo, wait more shit. Says fucking phones I snap, body stole it. And where, what, why? Nobody knows it. I'm putting straight. Combination from the night swipe like everybody Bitch, don't give me nah, never click. Nah, your cat, that's a dope cat. Play pop with that. Motherfucker, we give you the bed. Drop it up, 50 rounds, got a modified. So come, nigga, yeah, let that drama slide. Play like a man, you jump like a frog. I second like a shine glass. The liberal status in your head, lean like a snip bag coat. That nigga's joke. My mom stuck to broke. Like a bitch going deep, man. Y'all pussy stab weak. Fuck with the God, then y'all all need to see. What's up, nigga? Rain on talking about I'm talking, I know tonight. But my niggas say you got it, motherfucker.
All right, that was Guru the God. You guys can check him out, like I said, on YouTube at Piff McGriff, McGriff, or you can go hit him up on Instagram at Piff McGriff. Okay, thank you guys for such a great show. It comes with the territory. We're just growing. We're starting out here. So thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for watching. Go catch us in about 2 days on YouTube. This video will be uploaded on Tanny TV 1985. I'm clocking out. Have a good night.